Hello, let's talk about being powerful. What does it mean to you to be powerful? Well, I want to talk about the solar plexus, the chakra that's about your personal power. Remember, you're the only one in the universe that's got your job. And your job, your resonant being, is full of gifts and personality, all kinds of presentation. And sometimes we don't realize that. So take a minute with me and go in and say, I'm really powerful. Just say that and let yourself feel what happens. Do you have a push-pull in your solar plexus? Do you feel like you've got a concave thing in there? Does it roil and do you burp? Or do you feel a kind of a peaceful radiance that you're who you are? Now, most of us aren't exactly who we are. Most of us are not actually living up to the intrinsic potential that's in your personal power center, the real you. But we do try to learn that as we go along. This one's bright, clear yellow, yellow like the sun. And where you've got lumps and bumps in it, it gets kind of murky or shady and so on. And that means you might be defensive. You might be holding yourself back. You might be being diminished in the face of someone else's control or domination issues. I remember years ago when I was widowed, I felt like somebody had punched my stomach for well over a year. And also that there was a kind of a hunger in there. It was sort of an empty, weird, frozen feeling. And I learned actually that what happens when somebody dies or you divorce someone, you separate from people that you're used to adjusting to on a daily basis, you really feel a change of your personal power. And your body has to regroup. The energy fields have to find and describe a new level of your identity. Now remember, we're always creating a new level to our identity, but there's a kind of a dramatic impact and it will change it. So what I realized in those days, because of some interesting books that came my way, that to use a yellow cloth, a piece of yellow fabric, and put it up against my solar plexus all the time, really radiated that yellow back into the solar plexus. It soothed it, and over time, my solar plexus healed itself. But I want to say I also learned who was really me. Who was I really? Who am I really? What is true to me and what is true to my response to influences around me. And you can do that too. So let's color up our solar plexus. Make it bright, clear yellow. And now take a breath and then say inside, I'm really powerful. And what happens? Does it go in, as I said before? Does it expand? Does it get tense? Or do you just radiate a beautiful yellow? This is something you can practice. It's the art of being the only one in the universe that's you. Thanks for listening.